Hi there, my name is Jeff O'Keefe, and if you're watching this video, hopefully you're here to see how to access your child's Google Slides portfolio and how to work within it. So once your child shares their Google Slides portfolio with you, you should receive an email stating such. I shared a sample Google Slides portfolio with myself. This is my email, and unfortunately it sent it to my spam. So just be aware that if your child says they've shared their portfolio with you, hopefully it comes to your inbox, but it may come to your spam, so just be aware of that. So we can open the email, and then there should be a link within the email, so we'll just click on the link, and that should take you to your child's portfolio. So if you've never seen a Google Slides document, this is what it looks like. If you're familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint, it's quite similar to that program in that it's a slideshow. This is just sort of Google's version of that. So on the left here, it has all the slides within the portfolio. Each slide represents a different project, with the exception of the first two slides. And I'll get into what that looks like, what a project slide looks like in a second here. But just to highlight a few things on the first couple slides. So obviously your student's name, the course, the year. This link at the top here, this picture of Bobby Clark, is actually a link to my website. So if you're curious to see the notes, documents, videos, and other resources your child has access to, you can peruse that if you like, if that interests you at all. At the bottom here, this British Columbia logo is actually a link to the government prescribed curriculum for this course. So in this case, it would be the curriculum for Sciences Naturelles 10. So if you're curious to see what the government mandates that your child will be learning in this course, you can click on that link and peruse that at your leisure as well. On the second slide here is the table of contents. So each of these contents is actually a link. So say you wanted to look at your child's project on determining pH utilizing pH indicators, that would be on slide 7. You could scroll down on the left here to access that slide, or you could actually click on the text here, and it's and the link is provided to that page of the slideshow. At the bottom here, it states the 6 core competencies that are part of the new curriculum. So last year, or the year before, sorry, when the curriculum was shifted for kindergarten to grade 9, these 6 core competencies, sort of divided into 3 categories, were prescribed as part of that new curriculum. And moving forward, they'll be part of all grades and all courses from kindergarten to grade 12. So what they are is competencies that each student should be working through or addressing or developing within each course under the Ministry of Education. So some of them are fairly intuitive: communication, creative thinking, and so on. But if you're curious to know exactly what is meant by each of those titles, each of these triangles is actually a link. So if you wanted to find out what the government means by communication, you can click on the link, and it'll provide you a detailed description of that particular core competency. You'll also see these core competency triangles throughout the Google Slides document here. So this is a project slide. So as you see on the left here, there's 5 of the 6 core competencies, and what those are there for is to show which of the core competencies were being addressed or developed within this particular project. So this project was creating a review game for Sciences Naturelles 9 students by grade 10s. This was the first project that they'll be doing. And so within that, they worked on communication, creative thinking, critical thinking, positive awareness and responsibility, and social responsibility to one degree or another. So again, those are all links if you care to learn more about them, but it's just there to show how they're linked to a particular project. The project itself, in this case, it's simply a link. So depending on the format utilized by your child to present their work, the project itself might look a bit different. So in this case, the project was also presented in a Google Slides document. So if it happens to be a link that's in your child's portfolio, just simply click on the link and it'll take you to that project. On the right here is a reflection box. So basically what it's used for is for students to write out a little blurb on some of the successes they had within this project and some of the things they could work on moving forward. And in particular, what they achieved, or what I achieved, should reflect how they developed their knowledge, not only of the content being addressed, but also their progression within the core competencies and within curricular competencies for this course as well. It'll be in English, even though obviously this is a French immersion course, but since most parents don't speak French, this is provided for parents to look at as well. So the reflection and a lot of the content is in English. The last thing I wanted to share with you here is your ability to comment. So because this document has been shared with you and you have editing privileges, you can actually share your thoughts on a particular project. So for instance, I've shown just a sort of generic comment here on this particular project, but the way you also can comment is by clicking on this comment box up here, adding a comment, and typing whatever you choose to be appropriate. So, great work, really impressive. Clearly you put no thought into this. So, hopefully more of the former than the latter. But what this is designed to do, this ability to comment, is to help provide support for your child from the instructor, from the parents, help them receive as much feedback and support moving forward in this course. And ideally, this portfolio format will help students see the value in the assignments they're undertaking beyond simply knowing facts and figures, but seeing how they're developing more broad competencies as a learner, and seeing them develop as citizens and as individuals moving forward beyond simply knowledge of content. So if you have any questions or comments or concerns, don't hesitate to contact me. This is sort of a new format I'm trying this year, and I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Thanks.